Hey sis, do you really want to recover? No, I mean really. Have you thought about what it will take to leave, to shed these disordered behaviors and put them behind you? Yes, I get it. I get the ambivalence. I get the struggle with some days wanting it completely gone and other days wondering if you're going to miss that voice. If this is you, listen in today, friend. I've got a wonderful episode to share with you. We talk all about change, ambivalence, and the power of choice. We talk about pain, and we talk about suffering, and we talk about transformation and redefining and building your best version of you. I can't wait to share this one with you today, girl. Here we go. Hey girl, welcome to the Her Best Self podcast. I'm Lindsay Nickel, former competitive figure skater and perfectionist, turned God-led imperfect boy mom and digital CEO. If you find yourself constantly thinking about food and wondering if you'll wake up one day free from the obsessive thoughts and behaviors controlling your life, then I've created this podcast for you because I know exactly what it's like to be a downright hot mess trapped in a destructive cycle of disordered eating. I finally found freedom, and you can too, girlfriend. So if you're ready to heal your relationship with food and body and break the chains of control and show up in your best health, then grab your favorite Tarjay journal and let's get to it so you can start living your best life as your best self. Hey there, girlfriend. I'm back in your ear for another episode of the Her Best Self podcast, and I am so honored to have you here listening today. I just want to give you a big virtual hug because it is December. And I don't know about you, girl, but I am pulling my hair out with all of the to-dos, all of the things, the busy. It is for real. And Santa is coming to town, whether we like it or not. And so if you have littles, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you don't, maybe you're getting prepared for family and the holidays. It seems like during this time that we definitely tend to put on our people pleaser hats and take off our warrior helmets. It's like we forget that we really do want to recover, or do we? Have you been putting yourself first lately? In today's podcast, I'm going to be talking about the struggle of pain, the struggle of wanting to recover and then not wanting to recover, the ambivalence in recovery. Girl, if your lifestyle requires you to track, to monitor, to count every single ounce of every single moment, every single calorie, every step, every morsel of food, every carb, every pound, every minute you spend on the treadmill, I want you to ask yourself, am I truly living? And do I really want this forever? If you struggle with control and you white knuckle your life, are you really living? Tony Robbins says that change happens when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. And maybe the question to ask you is, have you thought about where you are on that spectrum? Are you just getting by? Are you just, I want to be free, I want to live normally, but that desire, it's not really there. That motivation isn't really there. We're settling for mediocre. Ambivalence is the state of having mixed feelings about something. It's that teeter-totter. It's what I call the tweener. It's one day you want recovery and freedom, and the next you aren't so sure. Maybe you wonder if it's possible. Maybe it feels like the holiday season just isn't the right time. You question on days of your life if you're really that bad or if you're even sick enough. And then you lose motivation. You put other people first in your circle and you just figure that you'll be okay and you're fine and everything's fine, and you're not. And while you have these contradicting feelings inside of you and that voice inside of you, other days you feel like you're on top of the world. You find yourself in this limbo, this state of wanting to change, but being terrified of what that actually means of you, of who you may actually be if you're not changed to an eating disorder. What would it look like for you? I mean, who would you look like? What would other people think about you? Would you be rejected, accepted? Would you even miss your dear friend that's been keeping you stuck? The first thing I want you to reflect on today is to rid yourself of that shame. You are human and you're here for a reason. And I know that can be cliche sometimes. There is a reason for every season, but there truly is. Your eating disorder was what you have gone through and to as a coping mechanism for your life. And it's okay to be upset for the years it's taken from truly living your life. But you don't have to allow it to control you, to define you, and to take over your future. You see, your brain is actually terrified of pain. And yet, what you're doing to your body, it doesn't know, is actually bad. So the second thing that you have to reflect on right now is clarity in reality, like the real. Your secret, sister, is keeping you here. Your secret is keeping you sick. But getting that out, airing out that dirty laundry, bringing it out is a new opportunity for a new way. And yes, that can be scary, but you don't need to hide behind the sin anymore. The fact is that there's going to be pain either way. Today, I'm asking you to pick yours. I want to click one level in to this reality for you. There are two options, both with guaranteed pain. Number one, you can stay here with your eating disorder behaviors, distortions, controlling your life, and you're going to experience pain, right? I mean, the struggle is real. Two, you can put one foot in front of the other and commit to recovery, and you're going to experience pain. The struggle is real. So today, I want to give you this wake-up call, this revelation. I want you to ask yourself, which pain is going to bring you growth? Which pain is going to leave you better? Which pain are you going to get something worthy out of it? When women come to me and they tell me they've done everything to recover, everything, and some, maybe like you, have actually been doing this for so long that you found yourself in recovery and then relapsed back when life hit you upside the head. I get it. But the first thing that I do as your coach is I meet you there. I hold your hand. I sit in it with you and I feel it with you because I felt it myself through my own journey. And the truth is that you most likely are going to continue this cycle. Let's not sugarcoat it. Like, you will continue the cycle of unhealthy relationships with yourself and food until you just can't do it anymore. I mean, let's think about like choosing a relationship, choosing a partner. We will continue to choose and attract the same type of person until we decide that that's not serving us. That's not going to lead to the road that we want to go down. The same is true for recovery. And that's what happened to me. I kept doing the same exact thing, expecting the different result and getting frustrated with myself when it never happened and creating more shame and more chaos. When reality was, I was just trying to recover. I wasn't honest with myself. I wasn't actually in recovery for a very long time. And maybe that's the question that you need to be reflecting on today. Do you really want to recover? Do you want it so bad that you're willing to accept whatever that means for your life? If you're honest, have you truly committed to doing the work, or have you just committed to trying to do the work? Jim Rohn says that we must all suffer from one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. What are you choosing? The type of pain that you choose will determine on what you will allow and tolerate into your bubble, into your life. Your pain is an actual result of your action or your inaction. And it's so crazy to me that for such a long time, I actually stayed in inaction thinking that I just wasn't making a choice at all and I would deal with it later and I was okay and I just wasn't bad enough. I wasn't sick enough. I wasn't ready. I had tried it and it didn't work. But the reality was I was making a decision to stay chained to my disorder because I wasn't doing anything about it. I want you to literally get out a sheet of paper. And if you're driving, folding laundry, doing whatever, don't do it right now, of course. But after today's show, or you can pause me right now if you're able. But at some point today, I want you to get out a sheet of paper. And on the left side of the page, I want you to put the pain to stay here. And on the right side of the page, I want you to jot down the pain to go, quotation marks, there. I know that you don't know where there is. I didn't know where I was headed. But I knew that where I was There couldn't be anything worse than the pain that I was in. The pain of staying stuck to a disorder that was controlling my every day. Every waking hour, my mind was jaded and clustered and confused. And I was so tired of being tired, and so frustrated and tired and mad and ashamed and overwhelmed and tired that I couldn't do it anymore. Like I physically, emotionally, and spiritually couldn't do it anymore. Something had to give. And if you're there today, friend, I want you to think about what is the pain that you are opting for to stay here because you're afraid, you're fearful of what there means for your life. Doing something equals pain of recovery. This is going to require discipline. This is going to be doing the hard thing. It's going to require every single day you waking up and not feeling like it and doing it anyways. It's going to require patience and it's going to require time. And in our world and our culture where we look around and everything is instant gratification, it's hard. But doing nothing is making a choice to stay in the pain of the disorder. And actually, it's choosing the pain of regret, the pain of staying stuck. Which pain isn't going to be permanent? Which pain could I succeed and fail and do my best at and try to get through and still get a potential win? You are staying in this cycle out of fear. But sis, are you afraid of never really living? To me, that was more scary. Like that was so much fear. I was afraid of never really living. How can you believe in you if you don't yet? Pick your pain. Pick your path. Today, I'm asking you to pick. As we're in a season of gifts and giving and presents, and I just think about my sons. I mean, we went to Santa yesterday. It was fun. It was the whole thing. And my kids learned at church as well that like it's better to be a good giver. It's better to give than it is to receive. It really truly got my spirit of the holidays up because I was present and living and being and watching my kids grow in front of my eyes. Pick your pain. Pick your path. The very best gift, the very best present that you can give to you and everyone in your life this season is picking you, showing up for you, being there for you. Saying, I'm done with living in this pain of survival mode just so that I can stay here. And I'm not moving and I'm not doing, I'm just staying. But I want to live free and I want to be normal, whatever that even means. I don't even remember the last time I was, but I'm terrified at the same time. Sis, the only way to avoid a life of regret is to pick discipline and know that's not the easy path. And recovery is not going to be the easy path. But pain is actually a privilege. Did you know that? It means you're living. It means that you have another breath in your body. It means that you have another opportunity. Because if you've never experienced pain, then how can you experience a life truly lived? Danny Gokey, he's one of my favorite musicians and singers. He talks about this. He says that in a way, pain reminds all of us that we're still here and that this abundant life of ours that we've been promised, it doesn't come filtered. It doesn't come separated from pain and suffering. It's actually a part of the entire package, the entire experience of our existence. And he says that we don't go out looking for pain, yet pain seems to find us. We don't go out asking for pain, yet it always comes in uninvited. We don't go out chasing pain, yet it always feels like it's in pursuit of us at all times. You have a choice to make. You can choose to see the world around you with promise and possibility, or you can choose to see limitations and obstacles. How you look at the world around you is what it will become of your life. Your life will move in the direction of what you're focused on. And if your eyes focus on the bad things, your life is going to move in the bad direction. And if your eyes are set on the good or the hopeful things, your life is going to move in that direction. And Danny talks about keeping the car on the road. And I love this analogy because if you take your eyes off the road, you're going to swerve off the road. You're going to go in a direction that you didn't want to go. You have to be intentional to stay where you're headed, to go where you're expecting. And the same applies to our lives. And he talks about this, and he says that if you want a life of hope, your eyes must be focused on it. If you want a life where you're going to get to where you want to get to, you have to know that no matter what, there are going to be distractions and there are going to be difficulties. But it's how you move through that journey where you're going to find the satisfaction that you're waiting for. If you never experience loss, how can you experience comfort and blessing? If you never experience fear, how can you experience hope? If you never experience pain, how can you experience joy? If you never lose yourself in this false identity, then how are you going to be able to find yourself in your very truth of how you should be living your life? Pain is part of the journey, sis. Part of his design over your story. Trust in it. Walk in it. You're going to have pain either way. Pain to stay here or pain to go there. What does stay here look like for you? What are you giving up? What are you adding to your plate? What are you making harder? What difficulties are you multiplying? And what is the pain going to look like to go to a place that's foreign that you don't know what it looks like? I mean, what is recovery anyways? As somebody who's walked it, lived it, breathed it, never actually in the beginning didn't even believe it was possible for my life, I can tell you that the type of pain that you actually hold on into your soul is going to determine how your life goes. The actual pain that you choose to suffer with is going to determine if you stay chained or if you find freedom. If your secret is keeping you sick and it's keeping you in chaos and it's keeping you from having peace, and all you want is to have a life that's not so hard, you struggle to actually eat the way you know you should, but you always seem to hit this wall. You always find yourself back here, and you've been doing it for so long that you just don't know if you can do it anymore. Ask yourself, do I really want freedom? Do I really want recovery? Do I want it so bad that I'm willing to lay down the pain that I'm in to experience a different type of pain in order to find my purpose, in order to find my joy for my life, in order to find my passion? Sis, you get the pain of discipline or you get the pain of regret. But the one thing I do know for sure is you're going to have pain either way. And you get to choose. You can put one foot in front of the other foot today. And you can say, you know what? I don't even know what it is that I need to do tomorrow. I just know I can't do this anymore today. So I want to leave you better today. I want to leave you feeling refreshed, overjoyed. I want to leave you challenging that voice inside of your head that at your darkest day is telling you you're not good enough, not worthy enough, and you can't do this. It's okay to teeter-totter. It's okay to be ambivalent. It's okay to have mixed feelings about whether or not this is for you. But ask yourself, is what I'm doing right now for me? Is what I'm doing right now working? And then lay it down and walk in it. One foot and the next foot and the next foot. I can't tell you when your day of freedom is going to happen. I can't tell you when the miracle is going to occur. I can't tell you when you're going to be able to have the full fat salad dressing on top of the salad and the roll in the bread basket. I can't tell you when that day is going to come for you that you will put the scale away and not be defined by the number on it. I can't tell you that day. But what I can tell you is that if you stay here, that day won't come. And it's going to be hard either way. Choose your hard. Pick your path. Pick your pain. What's it going to be, sis? I hope today's show has impacted you in some way. And the very best way that I can just nourish your heart even more is to know that this has impacted your life. I would love to hear from you. You can rate and review the show. Go out, give me 5 stars on Apple Podcast. I would be so appreciative of that review. and that rating, because friend, that allows us to be more visible here on the show, and it actually gets us in front of all the eyes and the women that need to be helped and served and spoken light into. I want you to know that you're not alone in the struggle of disordered eating, and you don't have to do this anymore. If you are looking for freedom, I might just be the coach for you. I might be your girl. You can go out to lindsaynickel.com. You can fill out a client application. If you're tired of living in the pain of staying here and you are surrendering and you want to go there and you don't know what that is for you and you need hope in life and somebody that's been there and done it to walk with you, let's hop on a call. Let's get to know each other. I would love to help you in your healing journey and your recovery journey. And come join us, if you haven't yet, in our private Facebook community, Hope and Healing for Eating Disorder Recovery. You can make a choice right now to put yourself first and to choose recovery. And I'll be right there cheering you on. All right, sis, talk to you real soon. Bye for now. Oh, friend, thank you so much for letting me share what was on my heart today. My hope for this podcast is to help more women find freedom from food and body. If this has empowered or blessed you, let me know. I'd be honored for your rating and review of my show, and I'd love to connect with you in my private Facebook community. You really can move from perfection to purpose. Let's break the chains together. I'll help navigate the way. Until next time, bye for now, girl.